Our next guest is with a company contributing to the next era of vivid digital experiences, including new ultra-thin laptops. Among other things, this gentleman is very involved with those kinds of things. Senior Manager for Technology Marketing with AMD is Sasa Marinkovic. How are you, sir?
Hi, Dave. Very good. Thank you.
Glad to have you with us, and you're from North America as well, and Toronto area, as I understand.
Yes. So I started working for ATI 16 years ago, and then we got acquired by AMD, and now we are one big happy family.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
One big happy family is right, because now you've got that kind of partnership from ATI and the knowledge that people like you bring to AMD with that, coming out with some cool new products and very interesting things, being more innovative, I think. Now.
Right. So definitely AMD was the leader in microprocessors, and ATI was the leader in graphics. And when you put those two teams together, really you were expecting the good things to come. And now we have the APUs, or accelerated processing units, that have both CPU and GPU inside, which is making some very good progress in terms of the processing in the world, and the new type of experiences that you can do with these new kind of processors.
So what brings AMD to IFA? What particularly are you doing here in Berlin this week with us?
Well, we had a lot to talk about. So some time ago, or 16 years ago, when I started working for the company, it was all about performance and how do you put more performance into your laptops, into your desktops, and
yet save battery life at the same time, because that was the double-edged sword.
So at that time,
increase performance, but suck the battery, so there's a lot to work on.
And that was a problem some time ago, because things were getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So you saw your tower PCs that were taking half of the table, or you didn't have any legroom under the table. And the laptops were growing and growing and becoming thicker, so you were getting back problems from just carrying them around.
But you had more processing power.
Yes, and we came to the point where the processing power became abundant, and all the software is running on it. But now we became really spoiled, and we want to lower the power and really enable the maximum battery life, but have the maximum portability as well. So you have all these kind of new devices and form factors that are really what consumers of today want. So you have a desktop that looks this big and has huge processing power inside, that you can run 1080p video, that you can be playing games on it, yet you can plug it in the wall and it stands there and powers your TV. The notebooks, if you remember before, they were huge, and now they're getting thinner, lighter, and sexier. So you really want to have that as a piece of a gadget, and it's a piece of a pride, where you go and say, oh, look at my notebook and how thin it is and how nice it is. And it has brilliant colors inside and great battery life. So
now, would this be the Trinity kinds of things that you guys are working hard on?
So the Trinity would be the internal code name, and as it often happens in our industry, they become kind of a name that everybody's using, but the official name is the A series of the processors. And we have launched them in May or June timeframe, and they have been very, very popular in the market. They are the only quad-core processor that are built for ultra-thin and light notebooks, and we also managed to get 50% more graphics performance. So the video looks great. Gaming is very smooth and interactive, but we are not stopping there. And
because Trinity suggests 3 elements of some sort, right? Are there 3 particular elements that make it a Trinity?
It is an internal code name, as I said, and we had Llano and Trinity, and the next generation is going to be called Cabini and Kaveri. So it wasn't just about the 3 things inside. It does much more than just 3 things.
Sure. Well, and you mentioned gaming, for example. Obviously, accelerated processors can really help you immerse yourself into a game like never before.
Absolutely. And in the past, you were struggling to get that level of performance from something that you would integrate. So what we did is we take the full discrete graphics card and we put it into the chip together with the CPU. So you got a real machine that can run over 30 frames per second when it's doing this.
Gotcha. One of the things that I know you're involved in as well is the HSA Foundation. Tell me what that is and how it plays an important role.
So HSA stands for Heterogeneous System Architecture. What it means is that it has...
Can we say that on the radio?
Yeah. And so it has the CPU and GPU. It does serial workloads and parallel workloads. So when you need something to do a single thread application, the CPU is still very good. But when you need to do something in parallel like video, GPU is very good. And GPU acceleration is now in the Internet Explorer 9, into Chrome, into Adobe Photoshop CS6, and it really speeds everything up. What we want to do is actually bring the whole industry together, like ARM, like MediaTek, Imagination, and Samsung that joined us, and we announced it on Friday, to build a platform for everybody to developing for the same thing, so that you can scale and have continuous computing and really optimize and get more compute power at less power consumption.
It's great and a novel and appropriate, noble effort. So hopefully that continues to happen. Let us know how it's going. We'll help you promote it as much as we can as well.
Thank you, Dave.
My pleasure. AMD.com for more information. And Sasha, thanks for spending a few minutes with us here at Berlin. We got to catch up back in North America at some point.
Absolutely. We'll do that.
AMD.com, and of course we'll link you when you visit us at IntoTomorrow.com. You'll see video of all the guest interviews and all the other cool highlights from here in Berlin. We're back with more right after this.